So, guys, why did we go to Canada? Tunawaona huko kwa mtandao watu wengi hapa wanauliza mlienda, tunawaona huko Canada, mnafanya nini? Are you guys moving to Canada? What's up, what's up? Anywho, even my son, if you remember, he was also concerned from the previous video. If you watch and you haven't, go ahead and watch that video. My son was concerned that we might be moving to Canada, and he's like, "Mommy, why?" Because he loves America and he didn't want to move to Canada. Anywho, before we come to that question, why we went to Canada, I would like to take you through the small journey to Canada. So this is how our road trip was. And obviously there are some things that we planned and they never went the way we wanted. One of them is we wanted to go to Canada through Wisconsin, from Wisconsin to Michigan, and then Michigan to Canada. That would have meant for us to take the Lake Express high-speed ferry from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, to Michigan and then to the border. So why we wanted this option is because when you take the ferry from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you are avoiding going to Chicago, which will shorten your distance. So we went to the ferry. We got to the port, and we were hoping to go, because from our previous research, we had been knowing that we will go and we will get into the ferry with our car, and it will ferry us to our destination with our car. So we got there, and sure, that's the case. But then the ferry only carries 45 cars at one go. So they were already full with the 45 cars. But then the ferry was open, they had spaces for people, a lot of spaces. But then the ferry's carrier's part was already full. And the option would have been for us to, go leave our car, which is what we saw a lot of people doing. They leave their cars in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They go and hire a car on the other side and use it and then come back. That for us was not an option, because we were going to travel with our car. We were going to use our car in Canada. So we did not want to go and hire a car. And for the fact that we had all our items in the car, traveling with 3 kids, you can imagine how much of their, items that I'm carrying in the car. That was not an option for us, because your car is like your house, and we didn't want to actually go and start renting another car somewhere else and use. So guys, that one right there is the ferry. They call it the Lake Express high-speed ferry. Mkiona inakaa mzuri, it looks good, and if you look right beneath, hapo chini hivi karibu na maji, kuna mahali imebeba magari. Huko ndio inabebea magari. So yeah, that's the one that we wanted to use. So that was not an option. So the other option was for us to actually drive, and driving meant that we were going to drive through Chicago. And so at this point, you are seeing that we came from Minnesota, we had a sleepover in Wisconsin, and now we were going to actually drive through Chicago and then go to Michigan and then to the border. With that switch of things, we had to have another sleepover in the US, and that sleepover was in Michigan. So from Milwaukee Ferry place, we drove about 6 to 7 hours to Michigan. We got to Michigan, Windsor, Michigan, at around 7 p.m. We decided to, we don't want to drive overnight with kids. And again, it's not fun driving overnight when it's dark, because we love seeing outside. We love seeing where we are driving. We love seeing things that are outside. So, we decided to sleep in Wisconsin. Sorry, we decided to sleep in Windsor, Michigan. And the place we slept was actually about 30 minutes to the border. Okay, so now we arrive at the hotel at around 8 p.m. We check in, we go have fun at the swimming pool. After swimming at the swimming pool, we go have a late dinner, and then at this point, we can't wait for tomorrow so that we can cross the border to Canada. And everybody at this point is so eager, and we are going to bed early. We are so happy and eager to cross the border tomorrow morning, because we were actually like 30 minutes away from the border. So all we were thinking at this point is, kesho itafika saa ngapi tuende to cross border.
Hi. Hi.
Now, the following day, we crossed the border bila stress kabisa. It was a very, very smooth experience. It was not hard. I don't know if there's an imagination out there, but kuingia Canada was the easiest in terms of like, even, they didn't ask a lot. All they wanted for us is to verify our COVID status and our passport. That's all. And they ask you that, you answer, and unapita tu. We passed through the tunnel that was ilikuwa ina join US na Canada. The tunnel was like a very nice experience. If you actually haven't watched that video, I will suggest you go and go back to my videos and watch a video of us crossing the border. We did a live streaming, which I cannot be able to put here in this recording right now, but it was a very, very, very nice experience. And what I noticed right away when we got to Canada is that not in a bad way, but the roads were a little narrower than the roads we're used to here in the US. But they were just fine, And I also realized that they have enforced a lot of laws that I thought were really nice. You don't get to see cops all over. I promise you that we drove all the way from Windsor to Toronto without seeing any cop's car, on the roads, or like trying to get the speed of people, maybe overspeeding or something. There are not too many cops, but they have also enforced what is called electronic policing. So if you do overspeed, you'll get your speeding ticket in your mail. I noticed that I noticed that there is a hands-free driving. I know that is also in the US, but it's state per state, and that might be the case in Canada. But with this is you drive while talking on phone, and I think somehow the camera is going to. I'm thinking maybe the cameras will catch you, but we realize that there's less physical police, but every signage, every warning was giving us that they are doing electronic policing, and you will get your ticket in the mail if you do break a law. I thought that's a good thing because, sometimes interactions with police for us Black people is also not a very good thing, because sometimes you interact with a cop for something small and the situation escalates, and we have seen these things happen on the news and everywhere. And so I thought that's a smart way of doing things. But the US is not like that. Every state has the the right to decide what they want.
eat it and finish.
It's not spicy.
So, after very, very delicious food at the Kenyan restaurant in Toronto, Simba Grill, we head towards where we had booked our hotel. And this is now when the tour starts in Canada. This is when now we feel like we have actually gotten to Canada, because now we are heading to Niagara Falls, and the first thing we see is Niagara Falls from our hotel room, and it's so incredible. I cannot wait to show you what we saw. Stay tuned. Watch out for my next video so I can show you what it was in Niagara Falls and what it was in Toronto in general. See you next time. Have a good one. Stay tuned for the next video.